Gang got the memorandum. Ako lang ang nililita. Ang nagsisimula sure, my time is understanding better. And pushing out digitally better.
So I'm doing this differently now because I was using OBS Studio and it's failed. After me talking for ages as well, which is typical, isn't it? Ain't it? Now,
And Penny me out to be the bad guy. Well, it's the last time you want to see a bad guy do a rap game. Right? I went and cut the chopsticks. Put it in my bunches to pop shit. I'm always in the top shit. Black feet, bitch, fuck the gossip. How many of them did it with finesse? Not everybody that you
I'm hoping this is all right. So this again is just another test. So I was just talking over some stuff. It's just typical that it's failed and the things I'm talking about actually. But what I was talking about was automation I've done of Airtable. What I did earlier. So I did a perplexity task when I was trying to explore my autism and ADHD, particularly over task preference, routine preference, and how things are done in a way that reduces sort of stress and negative impacts. Now, I've done a perplexity task after experiencing some difficulties just around getting medication and making plans, totally, personally and independently. So I did some research and I asked Perplexity, what's the autism, Asperger's, or ADHD symptom which takes issue with adjusted routine or the inability to move on to new tasks when waiting for something which is required as part of the planned routine. So it details responses, really good detailed responses. And there's loads of interactions there with sameness, preference, routine, tolerating change, and moving on when routines break down. So it's like if I've made a plan and a commitment to do something, even if it's just internally, it's not like it's a huge, Alexa, stop. It's not a huge stress, but there is stress in terms of like, oh God, well, now I don't know what I'm going to do, or I can't do things until that's done, because then I'm able to move on to the next task. And something about ADHD is, Alexa, stop. Something about ADHD, which is, well evidenced and shared widely, is the, I've just gone blank. You're given a task, so you say put the kettle on, make a cup of tea. That's the task. Some with ADHD is broken down to walk to the kettle, switch the plug on, put the kettle on, put the tea bag in. So it's like this weird sort of task process that your brain is automatically creating, but you feel it with ADHD or neurodivergence. It's not something you can just do straight away. So each small thing becomes 20 or 5, you know what I mean? So if you've got something and you know that all these other things are branching out with all these different tasks that you're going to have to do, which relate to maybe 5, it's difficult when there's one. It's almost like a tree or a chain of command in that that's not done now, or that leads to this. So if this can't be done, these can't be done. That's how it feels internally if I was to visualize it. So I wanted to find out more. I'd noticed it, and it was something I wanted to find out more. Gave a couple of questions and actually pointed to some neurobiology impact, which obviously comes down to like dopamine availability and dopamine reward systems, but also other stuff as well. It was interesting to see. So I took the source lists. One of the ones that I asked for the papers that related to the task at hand. And then I gave just the Perplexity information to ChatGPT and said, look, find all the papers that relate to this query that I put in. Didn't really go into ChatGPT about what they were about. And it gave me a CSV file of the links to the papers that were relevant. Great. And then I need to do something with it. And the way I work is because I'm quite visual, well, very visual. It's better for me to look at things differently. And I'm able to rule out the appropriateness. So what I did, I'm going to see if this is updated now. It's not run the automation. No way. That's because I'm using the same things. Can I run that manually? Duplicate it and then run on demand. I've deleted the runs history. Why did that fail? You must verify your email. That's why. What? You must verify your emails before this action. Why should I verify my email? One time. I have not verified my email. That's probably impossible. Absolutely impossible. Let's have a look. That's so annoying. Because I think my domain is verified. I'm an admin. So why would I verify my email? So annoying. Anyway. That's domain verified. What it was. Unless I need to do it individually. How have I used all of my credits? 20,000 AI credits on what? 152? Nah. No chance. That is mental. It's probably taking it off me because it thinks I'm not a user. I am. That is so annoying. I've used so that can't be that many credit. Can't be 20,000 credits. Barely. See that every time. It's so annoying. It's barely the right number of 152. Should have just been 100. Right, I know it did scrape some links, but really? It's just do this and then I'm going to take a break. Can I add some more credit? Change free plan to pay monthly, credit posted, update payment method. Add so usage. This is like silly. It's 11 out of 500 credits, but that's not. That is so annoying. Right, I've got to hold on. Sensitivity. I can change the credits. Change the enterprise. What's the enterprise? I can't change the enterprise. That's the problem. Add-ons. 20 is already included. Add more credits. So let's do AI monthly. 20. Well, if it's used, there's no way. There's no way. You only use credit balance. Do they roll over? That's the thing. I don't know, you expire at the end of the month. Fabulous. So just be- So rerun my table. Can't believe that is a rip off. That is a rip off. It is used that many credits to do 152 rows. And well, it should be 76 rows, but I'm redoing it because I've mapped one of the fields wrong. So it didn't get the most important URL. Let's just stand. Hopefully that automation will run now. We'll look at the results when I get back. Time to do my other routine aspect, and I just wanted to test the audio and stuff on this, so all good.